Hello children, this is 6th standard maths. Chapter name is algebra. So in the last videos we have solved exercise 11.3 problems. Today let us solve exercise 11.4 problems. The first question, answer the following. Children, you can observe here certain statements are given. So we have to understand these statements in the beginning. After understanding the statements, then using those statements, we need to write the expressions. So the first question is, take Sarita's present age to be Y years. So Sarita's present age has to be considered as Y years. Here Y is a variable. Then the first question is, what will be her age 5 years from now? So, Sarita's present age is equal to Y. What will be her age 5 years from now? So, her age is 5. From now, we have to calculate 2 till 5 years. Therefore, it is plus 5. Therefore, the answer for what will be her age 5 years from now, the answer will be equal to Y plus 5 years. Take the second question. What was her age 3 years back? So, we need to go to the past age of Sarita. So, her present age is equal to Y. What was her age 3 years back means we have to go to previous. Therefore, we have to subtract the 3 years back her age. Therefore, it will be Y minus 3 years. Therefore, children, answer for the second one is, what was her age 3 years back? The answer will be equal to Y minus 3 years. Now, look into the third question. Sarita's grandfather is 6 times her age. 6 times her age. What is the age of her grandfather? So, Sarita's grandfather is 6 times her age. Her age is Y years. 6 times her age means it is 6Y. Therefore, the question is, what is the age of a grandfather? It will be equal to 6Y years, where Y is the present age of Sarita and Sarita's grandfather is 6 times her age. So whenever we have the statement 6 times her age means that is multiplication. Therefore, 6 into Y. The expression is 6Y years. Therefore, the answer for Sarita's grandfather is 6 times her age. What is the age of her grandfather? It will be equal to 6Y years. Now, consider the fourth question. Grandmother is 2 years younger than grandfather. So, grandmother. Sarita's grandmother is 2 years younger than grandfather means the grandmother is 2 years lesser. The 2 years of lesser age than grandfather. Then, what is grandmother's age? So, grandmother's age we have to find now. We know that the grandfather's age, so grandmother is 2 years younger than grandfather. So now we want grandfather's age. From the third question we have got to know what is the age of the grandfather. It is equal to 6Y. So the age of the grandfather is 6Y. Then grandmother is 2 years younger than grandfather means 2 years lesser age of the grandfather. So already we know grandfather is 6Y years. Younger means it is minus 2. Therefore, the grandmother's age is 6Y minus 2 years. Therefore, The answer for grandmother is 2 years younger than grandfather. What is grandmother's age? The answer will be equal to 6y minus 2 years, where 6y is the grandfather's age and 2 years younger than grandfather means we have to subtract the age of the grandfather. Therefore, 6y minus 2 years is the answer. Now, take the fifth question, in which we have Sarita's father age is 5 years more than 3 times the Sarita's age. Then what is her father's age? So, we know that the Sarita's present age is y. 3 times the Sarita's age means, 3 times means it is multiplication. So, it is 3y. Then Sarita's father is 5 years more than 3 times the Sarita's age means to the Sarita's age 3y, he is 5 years more. More means we have to add. Therefore, the answer is 3y plus 5 years, children, where 3y is the 3 times the Sarita's age and Sarita's father age is 5 years more than means we have to give the plus sign and write 5. Therefore, the answer for Sarita's father's age is 5 years more than 3 times Sarita's age. What is her grandfather's age? So, her grandfather's age is equal to 3y plus 5 years. And these are the answers for the first question, A. Now, let us move on to the B question, children. The length of a rectangular hall is 4 meters less than 3 times the breadth of the hall. Now, what is the length if the breadth is b meters? Therefore, length of rectangular hall is 4 meter and that 4 meter is lesser than 3 times the breadth of the hall. Therefore, we have considered let B be the breadth. Then, what will be the length if the breadth is b meters? We know that 3 times the breadth of the hall is 3b. Okay. Now, the length of the rectangular hall is 4 meters lesser than 3 times the breadth of the hall. Therefore, length is lesser when compared to the breadth. Therefore, breadth is having the greater measurement 3b. Then lesser is the measurement of the length. So, lesser means it is minus 4. Therefore, the answer will be 3b minus 4 meters. Therefore, children, let the length of the rectangular hall is 4 meter lesser than 3 times the breadth of the hall. Let B be the breadth. Therefore, the breadth measurement is greater, that is 3b. So, we will write in the beginning the breadth measurement 3b, and when compared to the breadth, length is smaller, which is 4 times lesser than 3 times the breadth of the hall. When it is less, we need to subtract. Therefore, the answer is, what is the length if the breadth is 4 meters? It is equal to 3b minus 4 meters is the answer. Next, we shall move on to the C problem. A rectangular box has height h centimeter. Its length is 5 times the height and breadth is 10 centimeter lesser than the length. Now, we need to express the length and the breadth of the box in terms of the height. So, to solve this problem, children, we know a rectangular box has height equal to h centimeter. Therefore, let h centimeter be the height of the rectangular box. Now, we need to express the length and the breadth of the box in terms of the height. So, a rectangular box has having the height h centimeter. Its length is 5 times the height. Okay, now we have to express the length of the rectangular box. Therefore, what does it say about length, children? That is, its length is 5 times the height. 5 times the height means it is 5h centimeter. Therefore, the answer of the length of the box in terms of the height is equal to 5h centimeter. Then what we want another children? We want the breadth. So breadth is 10 centimeter lesser than the length. 10 centimeter lesser than the length means the length value is 5h centimeter. Lesser than length means we have to minus it 5h. Therefore, the breadth is 10 minus 5h centimeter. Therefore, when expressed the length and the breadth of the box in terms of the height, that will be equal to length is equal to 5h centimeter, where h is the height, and breadth is equal to 10 minus 5h centimeter. And these are the answers for the C problem, children. Now let us solve the D problem, where D is that Meena, Beena and Leena are climbing the steps to the hilltop. So you can see in this picture, children, there are 3 girls by name Meena, Beena and Leena are climbing the steps to the hilltop. Meena is at the step S. Therefore, let S be the step at which Meena is present. Meena is at the step S. Next, Beena is 8 times ahead. So, S is the step at which Meena is present. Next, Beena is 8 steps ahead. Therefore, now 8 steps ahead means she is front of Meena. So, where Meena is present at the step S, 8 times ahead means S plus 8 will be the Beena's step. Next, and Leena is 7 times behind. 7 times behind is Leena is between Meena and Beena. Okay, so Leena is 7 steps behind. So the first step is yes, 7 steps behind means it is back, so it is minus. Yes, minus 7 will be the Leena's step. Then what is the question, children? The total number of steps to the hilltop is 10 less than 4 times what Meena has reached. Express the total number of steps using yes. Now, the total number of the steps to the hilltop is 10 lesser than 4 times what Meena has reached. Therefore, children, total number of steps will be equal to, so the total number of steps will be equal to, that is, the total number of steps to the hilltop is 10. Okay, 10 lesser than means it is minus, lesser than 4 times the Meena has reached. So, yes is the step at which Meena is present. So, it is 4 times what Meena has reached means 4 into yes. Therefore, children, the total number of steps to the hilltop is 10 lesser than 4 times what Meena has reached. Therefore, the total number of steps using yes will be equal to 4s minus 10, where 4s is the 4 times what Meena has reached. So, let s be the step in which Meena is present. Then, it is total number of the steps to the hilltop is 10 lesser than 4 times what the Meena has reached. Therefore, the answer for expressing the total number of steps using yes variable, that will be equal to 4s minus 10 is the answer for D problem, children. Now we shall move on to the last problem, E problem. A bus travels at V km per hour. Let V km per hour is the distance travelled by bus. It's going from Daspur to Bispur. After the bus has travelled 5 hours, Bispur is still 20 kilometer away. So, what is the distance from Daspur to Bispur? Express it using the variable v. So, children, let v kilometer per hour is the distance travelled by the bus. After the bus has travelled 5 hours, Bispur is still 20 kilometer away. Therefore, the distance from Daspur to Bispur. So, children, the bus will cover with v kilometer for per hour. Then, after the bus has travelled 5 hours, Bispur is still 20 kilometer away. So, in order to express this one using the expression, children, so we know that in 1 hour it travels 5 kilometer. In 1 hour it travels v kilometer. Therefore, for 5 hours, it will be represented as 5v. Okay, so now still Bispur is 20 kilometer away means it is plus 20 kilometer. Therefore, children, the distance from Daspur to Bispur using the expression v will be equal to the answer 5v plus 20 kilometer, where a bus can travel for 1 hour v kilometers. Then, after the bus has travelled for 5 hours, so it can be written as 5v. Then, after travelling for 5 hours, Bispur is still 20 kilometer away means we have to add 20 to the 5e. Therefore, the distance from Daspur to Bispur will be equal to 5v plus 20 kilometer is the answer for E problem, children. And children, these are the answers to the given problems. Now it is the second question. Change the following statements using expressions into statements in ordinary language. So children, one statement is given with the expressions. So that we need to convert these statements which we have in expressions form into the statements we express in ordinary language. So we have to express these given statements in ordinary language in which we do not have the variables and the expressions are not there. Just the statement with the use of ordinary language we have to write now. So the first question is, a notebook costs rupees P. A book costs rupees 3. Therefore, to express in ordinary language, the answer is, children, for the second question A problem, in ordinary language we express as a book costs 3 times the cost of a notebook. That is the answer for the ordinary language statement. The answer is, a book costs 3 times the cost of a notebook, where the cost of a notebook is rupees P. The notebook will cost rupees P. A book costs rupees 3p. Rupees 3p. Therefore, the book cost is more than that of the notebook. So, to express in ordinary language, we write as a book costs 3 times the cost of a notebook. And that statement neither has an variable nor the expression, just the ordinary statement. Now, consider the second statement B. Tony puts Q marbles on the table. He has 8 Q marbles in his box. To represent that in ordinary language, children, Tony's box contains 8 times the marbles on the table. Therefore, the answer for the B question is, Tony's box contains 8 times the marbles on the table, where Q marbles are present on the table. He has 8 Q marbles in his box. Therefore, Tony's box contains 8 times the marbles on the table. Now look into the C question. Our class has n students. The school has 20 n students. Therefore, the ordinary language will be the total number of students in the school is 20 times that of our class will be the answer. So the class strength is lesser when compared to the school which has 20 n students. Therefore, to express it in ordinary language, it will be total number of students in the school is 20 times that of our class. Next, consider the D question, children, in which we have Jaggu is 7z years old. His uncle is 4z years old and his aunt is 4z minus 3 years old. So to express this in ordinary language, children, Jaggu's uncle is 4 times older than Jaggu and Jaggu's aunt is 3 years younger than his uncle, because it is 4z minus 3 means it is younger, whereas 4z years old means it is 4 times older than Jaggu. Therefore, children, the answer for the D question is, which we can express in ordinary language, is Jaggu's uncle is 4 times older than Jaggu and Jaggu's aunt is 3 years younger than his uncle is the answer. Now consider the E question, children. In an arrangement of dots, there are R rows. Each row contains 5 dots. So therefore, there are R rows and R rows contains 5 dots. To express this in ordinary language, children, we write as the total number of dots is 5 times the number of rows. Each row contains 5 dot means it is 5R. Therefore, while expressing in ordinary language, it will be the total number of dots is 5 times the number of rows is the answer.